There's so much we got to talk about. I got to address a few things with Chelsea fans because as a Benfica fan during the Club World Cup, I chose and I said in my video that I would rather have gone to the Chelsea side than go to the PSG side because the PSG side had Real Madrid and all this. And I was like, okay, if we get by that Brazilian team that's there, I don't remember if it was Palmeiras or who was there. If we get by them, we got to play PSG. And if we get by PSG, we got to play like Madrid. And Chelsea fans, for some reason, thought that that was me disrespecting their club in any way, shape, or form. There is no disrespect there. I'm just going based off of this year, what we saw with PSG, and just recent history of how good Real Madrid is, that I'm not trying to face them. But in no way, shape, or form did I ever disrespect Chelsea. Chelsea fans, I want to ask you guys something. When you went into the final against PSG, everybody in the world was backing PSG. Did y'all say PSG or did y'all say Chelsea? Y'all probably say Chelsea because you are a Chelsea fan. As a Benfica fan, I'm always going to pick Benfica. Whether it's Madrid, whether it's PSG, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's Arsenal, I'm always going to go with my team, right? I'm going to go, okay, my head tells me Chelsea, but my heart says Benfica. I'm not going to choose Chelsea to knock out Benfica. I mean, I'm a Benfica fan. That's crazy. That would be me just backing out or like being, in my head, I know what's going to happen probably, but I'm still going to always say my team because it's my team. You're a supporter of the team. So, in no way, shape, or form did I ever disrespect Chelsea. I don't know where I've seen so many people like, oh man, Skills hates Chelsea. What? I haven't even talked about Chelsea for a year. Like I haven't. And I used to troll Chelsea on stream. The Chelsea fans, I used to troll with them because they would buy so many players and they would be missing all the time. They'd be missing and missing and missing and missing and missing. I would troll them. I don't hate them, bro. That's just me trolling. Me and my stream had this thing where like, we just talk smack to each other. It's what we did, because that's how I grew up, right? We grew up like that. We grew up just making fun of each other, having fun. Even though it was your best friend, you always like little jokes here and there. I don't know how y'all do with your friends, but that's how we were. And that's how me and my chat were. We were just really, really like, we joked back and forth, right? They made fun of me being bald and fat, and I made fun of the team they supported. And every time their team slipped up, I made fun of them. And every time my team slipped up, they made fun of about my team. And that's just the way we was, right? We joked with each other. We have to talk about this game. This, for me, is not going to take away from what PSG did this season in any way, shape, or form. I watched the game on repeat because I didn't watch it live. I was sleeping. I was on baby duty all night, so I missed the game. I watched it repeated. There was never, ever, don't come with that. This player was missing that player. Brother, Chelsea was better. We ain't using excuses. Chelsea was better. That it was eventually just going to take the right manager for this to work. The players they bought were quality. Right? When Enzo left Benfica for a crazy fee of like 120 million, I was mad about it because of how good Enzo was at Benfica. I said it over and over. The kid is absolutely a stud. Him and João Neves are players that in the midfield at Benfica, I've just, you ain't really seen players like this at Benfica in a long time. They're amazing players, bro. Like, it was only going to take a matter of time, right, with the players they brought in. Caicedo really hitting now. They paid a crazy amount of money, but I was making fun of them. I made fun of them. Everyone made fun of how much money he's hitting. Pedro Neto was a crazy awesome signing. Like, he is, every game, that kid is getting better and better and better, and it's so good for Portugal and the future of the World Cup and their national team. And, man, like, I know Ronaldo, like, I'm going to tell y'all something. If Ronaldo was prime Ronaldo, like noodle hair when he won the three-peat with the national team right now, I think we win the World Cup. Do I think we're going to win the World Cup this summer? Probably not. But if we had noodle hair Ronaldo with Pedro Neto playing the way he's playing, João Neves, Vitinha, Ruben Diaz, man, I mean, it's a stacked squad, bro. With noodle hair Ronaldo, that just would have been, I just don't know if you could stop that, bro. That is a crazy team. But Pedro Neto looks absolutely insane for Chelsea. João, the new striker, João Pedro, his name is, I think. João, bro, my goodness, bro. I'm going to make a video in a little bit of who I think is winning the transfer market. And I had a team in my head, but now that I really start to think about João Pedro and how good he, bruh. But Chelsea back. At the end of the day, Chelsea's back. And I think what Chelsea did this summer was really show the Premier League, hey, it's not just Liverpool and Arsenal and City you got to worry about. You got to worry about us because we coming. And they coming strong, bro. They won Europe, all right? I don't care what y'all say about what competition it was. They won in Europe, all right? They won in Europe. Wasn't the Champions League, but they won in Europe. They got themselves back into Champions League football, right? And they went to the Club World Cup, and they played incredible. And if I'm gonna be real with y'all, and I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart, it's been a long time since an English player has won the Ballon d'Or. Cole Palmer has a chance over the next 10 years of his career. I can see this kid potentially fighting for a Ballon d'Or slot. He is so special. He is so talented. He is so good, and he's still so young. I think this guy could be up there because the Ballon d'Or conversation is not going to be one of those where we have two guys, Messi and Ronaldo, and who's going to – it ain't that no more. This is going to be a rotating door, I feel like. Unless Mbappe or Vinny or something can take this and just run with it, and Lamine Yamal can just run with it, I think it's going to be a rotating door where Lamine Yamal has a chance, Mbappe has a chance, Cole Palmer has a chance, this person has a chance. I think the Ballon d'Or is going to be back to where it was before Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. So Palmer's amazing, man. He's a very great talent. He's a great player, and Chelsea are a great team with a really good manager, man. It took the right manager, and they got it. But we talked about winning, knowing how to win and knowing how to lose, and what PSG did at the final of that game. There's no need to, look, you lost. Walk off. Like, just walk off, bro. No one likes losing. No one likes it. No one enjoys it. No one has fun with that. And players, the Chelsea players probably provoked it. But at the end of the day, you just got to walk away. There's no need for Luis Enrique to smack somebody, hit somebody. There's no need for that. There's no need for João Neves pulling hair, which, by the way, I think that's the weakest red card ever, bro. Like, come on, man. Pulling hair. Like, I know he pulled it, but back when I used to watch football, bro, they be grabbing, no lie, bro, they be putting their finger in people's, I ain't lying, bro. There's videos, okay? And they be punching each other in the bolitos, bro. Like, they be just, this is serious, man. I'm telling you the truth. During me growing up, bro, they were crazy. Pulling hair like that, bro, we giving red cards. It is what it is. But my boy João Neves pulls hair and get a red card. So they don't have to fall for that. PSG has such a great team, such a great season. There's nothing to be mad about. They made a final. They got outplayed. Chelsea cooked them. GG's. No need to act the way you acted at the end of the game. I just think that Chelsea just was better on the day. Chelsea was better on the day by a long shot. And they got to keep their head up, walk away from it. Is what it is, bro. You won everything else. You won everything you could win. You lost the Club World Cup. I just don't like the disrespect that's happening. So there's two ways to look at it. One, do I think PSG need to be humbled a little bit? Yes. I think every team that wins a lot needs to be humbled a little bit. When Real Madrid was doing that 3-peat, they need to be humbled a little bit. Okay, everybody knows teams keep winning. It's football, bro. You can be humbled by any team. It's just the way football is, bro. That's just, anyone can beat anybody. It's football. But the disrespect all of a sudden for people like, oh, Luis Enrique's not him. Luis Enrique's this. Luis Enrique's that. Brother, this guy just literally took PSG to their first Champions League win ever. And not only that, an impressive style. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Because of one bad game, all of a sudden, Luis Enrique is not a good manager. Luis Enrique's this, Luis Enrique's that. That's crazy talk. Like, what are we doing? And this is why I tell football fans, we live so much in the moment, right now. What have you done for me right now? Buddy, 3 weeks ago, this guy was winning a Champions League final, smacking Inter Milan, bro, not even giving them a chance. The game was over in the first half. Like, what are we doing here? They had the French League 1 months before the thing was over. Like, what are we doing? And I know that's not a big accomplishment because PSG does that a lot, but what are we doing? This is crazy. Yeah, like, we live so much in what have you done for me right now that we forget about what these players have done for us over the last... Brother, PSG was insane. Vitinha, João Neves, they were insane. They were awesome. Dembele was amazing. I saw people saying, okay, all right, Dembele lost the Club World Cup final. Lamine Yamal should win the Ballon d'Or. I'm like, bruh, what are you talking about? Okay, if you want Lamine Yamal to win the Ballon d'Or, okay, that's fine. Okay, but don't let your argument be because Dembele lost a final. That don't make no sense, bro. They just won they won the Europe. They won the Champions League, bro. They literally won the Champions League. They just won that. And I'm going to keep it real with you. I was in favor of Lamine Yamal winning the Ballon d'Or for a long time until PSG did what they did at the end of the season. And not only that, if you're not going to give it to Dembele, I'm not saying this because I'm Portuguese, bro. I'm not saying this because I'm Portuguese. If you're not going to give it to Dembele, look at Vitinha and look at Nuno Mendes. These guys won every competition you could win except for the Club World Cup. They went to the national team and won the Nations League, bro, over Germany and Spain, who had Lamine Yamal. Vitinha and Nuno Mendes beat Lamine Yamal. And Nuno Mendes was defending Lamine Yamal. So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, how does all of a sudden, because Dembele loses one game, that we're gonna just throw this guy completely over everybody else that's been cooking all summer, cooking all last year? You know what I mean? So again, for me, for Lamine Yamal, he did everything perfect last year, and I was in favor of him winning the Ballon d'Or. But you had to go further in the Champions League, because the Champions League is always something that we use to kind of be the measuring stick of the Ballon d'Or, you know? And it was kind of, it just came up short. So Lamine Yamal is going to have his time. I don't think it's right now. I think it has to be to a person at PSG. It has to be a person at PSG, bro. It has to be. And just because Cole Palmer won the final doesn't mean that he jumps Dembele. I don't understand where people's logic is coming from, bro. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand, bro. You have to have a crazy season all year long. You got to be in the big games, which, again, Cole Palmer was in the big games, but you can't compare winning that to the Champions League, bro. Like, he won a Champions League for the first time ever with the club. For the first time ever, right? So for me, you got to go to a PSG player before you go anywhere else. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But again, PSG still had a fantastic season. I don't think there's anything wrong, and I don't want no excuses. Chelsea didn't win this because their center back, PSG center back, was missing or this and that. Buddy, Chelsea was better. Chelsea was better, period.